What do you need for a huckleberry picking? You need bear spray, very important, you might run into bears, and a bucket. And the woods, where there's a huckleberry patch. And Phil found some huckleberries. So, pick the ones that are ready. Not all huckleberries are ready. They should be a nice dark purple. We've been picking for a while. Look at his hands. And those are not too bad in size. So you find a huckleberry patch, see if the huckleberries are ready, and ready is those purple ones. I'll try to get in, zoom in further. Those are ready. We have some that are not ready on that bush. We're doing pretty good today.
Yeah, this one's not ready.
So that one's not ready. Whoops. That one is not ready. There's some bright red ones, but those aren't ready either. Let me see if I can find a bush. I'm going to pause. You see these berries, those aren't quite ready. So don't pick those. So you'll know that you're picking huckleberries, and you wonder how many you actually ate, how many cups you ate while you were picking. Phil, how many have you eaten so far?
A number.
So usually some go in the bucket, some go in the mouth. Some go in the bucket, some go in the mouth. This bush is pretty good. They're all pretty much all purple, and these we will be able to pick all.
That's not even right yet.
There's some that are still green, so if we can come back if nobody else beats us here. Where's here? In the woods.
Yeah.
Nobody shares where.
Find a Forest Service road
And drive.
Drive down, look for huckleberry plants, and check it out. That's the best way to do it.
And that's what we do.
Absolutely.
So I gotta get going and picking. We need more, and we'll show you what a good day of huckleberry picking looks like after we pick. Phil's gonna show us what is a huckleberry plant and what is not.
All right. So this is a huckleberry plant here. Sometimes they come up high out of the ground like this, and you'll see the berries on them and everything. This is close in there, but it's not a huckleberry plant or anything. That doesn't even have berries. I'm not even sure what that is. This right here looks something similar, but it's really not. It gets this berry on. You can see, so that's not a huckleberry at all. Very distinct difference between what's coming out of there and a huckleberry right here. All right. There's also some plants back in here that have these red berries. Again, I'm not sure what the name of those is. It's just you don't want to eat those, as far as I'm concerned. So the huckleberries will have green. Sometimes they'll turn kind of a reddish color on the leaves. It just depends on the plant itself, and I think probably the amount of moisture that it's been taking in. So here again, this is not a huckleberry. So yeah, keep your eyes out. Huckleberry plants, huckleberries.
Get back to work.
Okay.
Keep picking.
I'll pick.
Walking through the woods, looking for berries. And I also recommend long sleeves, bug spray. I use a citronella, one that for ticks too. Ticks, mosquitoes, horseflies. I recommend jeans. I tuck my pants in to my wool socks. I wear hiking boots because the ground is very uneven. And I recommend those things too. Phil, on the other hand, he does not usually wear long sleeves unless it's cold out. I found a good bush here, so I am going to start. Another thing that people ask us if we use rakes, I'm like, I don't even know what one looks like. We do not. As you can see, huckleberries come by usually one, maybe two. I lost one. I'm going to go look for it. They're worth their weight in gold. Anyway, here's like two beside each other, so I got two, but typically one or two at a time. And yeah, I tell my husband if I have to hike a long ways to find huckleberries, I will not pick huckleberries. So I don't mind going a ways, but I don't want to have to hike or go for long periods of time just to get to the next patch, unless we have to. This year's seeming to be a pretty good year, and I better get back going because I'm getting behind. I'm competing with my husband. See who picks the most huckleberries in a half an hour. Some people ask us if we've ever run into bears. And yes, we have. We back off. Yes, we have pulled our bear spray. Have we ever had to use it? No. We holler hey bear every once in a while. We also do check-ins because we kind of spread out. This is a family affair. Today it's only my husband and I, Grandma and Grandpa. So we do head checks, make everybody stand up, stop. My grandkids and my own children actually usually help. Do we sell them? No. I usually donate a pie or two or three for an auction. That is depending on how many berries I have. Head check.
Hey, right here. Where are you?
I'm over here.
All right, good to see you.
Okay, so we made a check and going back to picking. So I'm picking away, and I've had people ask me how long does it take to pick a bucket of huckleberries. It depends on the year and where you are. We're in the northern Rockies, and also depends on our rainfall and our spring and just a lot of everything. And the other thing is, people say, what do you do with all those huckleberries? Well, we use huckleberries for lots of things. You can make huckleberry sauce for ice cream. We do that. Usually for 4th of July, actually. If we have berries, if we don't, we go to the freezer from the ones from the year before. And then, if we have some left. And then we also make huckleberry pancakes, huckleberry sauce, huckleberry pie, huckleberry everything. Danish, anywhere you would put a blueberry, you could do that. These are way better than blueberries, they're a little bit harder. And you can also make a vinaigrette. You can use it like a chutney if you wanted to. Martinis, margaritas. What's the other one? I can't think of the other one that I was thinking of. But we use it for a lot of different things. We use it for special occasions too. So we're gonna just keep on picking. We'll tell you how many hours we've been picking once we get done. We usually dedicate a whole day for travel, and we usually have to drive about an hour to where we like picking, or if the huckleberries are ready, we don't know. So picking one by one, here we go. This is a sign of a great day of huckleberry picking. So now that we have our huckleberries ready. You can see some red ones in there. They're not as red as it looks, but what we do is we pour them on these tin trays, and then we put them in our freezer. We try to get them in one layer, and then we put them in our freezer, let them all freeze up, and then we measure them into our freezer bags. That way they won't stick together.